Now let's look at adding a new type to an existing viewpoint. So let's expand types and component types, and we can see this new type here, requirement. Now if we expand viewpoints, let's have a look at adding requirements to the application landscape viewpoint and the diagrams created from that viewpoint. So double click application landscape, and we see here the shapes that have been associated with the types. So we want to associate requirement with a new shape. We go to the Shapes tab, which shows all of the available shapes in the user's shape library, and we simply drag and drop. So we drag requirement onto, let's say, a blue pyramid here, which associates requirements with blue pyramids. Now let's also add the implemented by connection to a line style. So we go to the Connectors tab here, and again, drag and drop implemented by onto a line style, and we can see it in the Connections tab there. Now if we close this viewpoint, we're prompted to synchronize, which of course we want to do. So we click yes and sync. That'll close the viewpoint. And in this way, we've now synchronized this new viewpoint with any instances of the application landscape viewpoint as diagrams. Let's go and have a look at one of those application landscape diagrams now. So let's collapse down the types, and let's click the application landscape viewpoint here, and using the references window, we can see the various diagrams that are linked to this viewpoint. So we double click the 2012 actual, which jumps to the diagram here, and we double click the diagram to open it. Now notice how the stencil, of course, has been updated with the requirement shape here. So why not add that new requirement to this diagram? We simply drag and drop it onto the canvas here. It will be prompted to say, let's add the connection. So let's click yes. So here we can see a new requirement has been added, and it's automatically linked to the application that is implementing that requirement as per the underlying repository. Rather than creating new metamodel content from scratch, Abacus allows you to drag and drop from any of the existing libraries to create a hybrid framework. We simply open the libraries from the libraries folder. So for example, let's go to the BPMN 2.0 library, and it opens alongside your Abacus project, and we can drag any content across. So let's take the collaboration diagram and drop it into the viewpoints, adding it here. Now this means, of course, in our project we could now do any modeling we like according to BPMN 2.0's collaboration diagram. In the same way, you could drag from any of the other libraries such as TOGAF or Archimate or UML, any of 100 different libraries into an Abacus project.